And we are back. Hey, man, fresh off Sugar Bowl game, down in the NO. There was a Georgia team that went to play. Tell me, how did it go?
Man, not good. Not good.
Why you looking so sad?
Because, man, the Falcons sucked, and I was hoping I had put my hopes on the Dogs. Like, all right, at least we got the Dogs. We're going to do something. Didn't do nothing. And then, like, Lane Kiffin didn't play. I mean, then coach, I'm like, I overlooked that, man. I'm thinking we got this in the bag. And I was like, well, maybe they're going to be motivated because Lane Kiffin, they got something to prove. And, damn it, they sure did, bro. I thought all the coaches weren't supposed to coach.
So you just thought they just going to show up with no coaches?
I thought they were going to have some, some new coaches come in. They had everybody except Lane Kiffin. Oh, hey, man.
You don't even have no words, man. The dude don't even have no words.
The Bulldogs defense played their hearts out, man. That quarterback, he saved the day for them, man. Ole Miss's quarterback, what's his name?
Trinidad Chambliss.
Trinidad Chambliss, man. Like, awesome guy, man. Did his thing.
Gold all in my watch. Gold all in my
Trinidad. He gold all over our dogs.
Hey, man, so look, let me ask you this then. Did Georgia lose or did Ole Miss win?
Both. Georgia lost with not scoring on the 3-yard line near the end of the game. And I'm telling you, man, that quarterback, man, they stopped our run. They defensive line, man, came through at the end, and we was gashing them up, and they adjusted. We couldn't stop them. We couldn't run no more. And then we couldn't adjust. I don't know what kind of game plan we came in with because we was passing all over them first game. They couldn't stop us.
Yeah, well, they shut that down this game from the perspective and the aspect of just getting back there on Gunner. Like, they stayed back there on Gunner. Like, it seemed like their D-line was controlling the line of scrimmage, and as far as our defense, their O-line was controlling the line of scrimmage. Now, as far as what I think, did Georgia lose or did Ole Miss win? I don't want to take anything away from Ole Miss, but Georgia dropped a lot of opportunities, dog. Like, shout out to Trinidad Chambliss. He did his thing, but one player in particular that really ticks me off when it comes to the Georgia game, they had him dead to rights on the 3rd down. The man that ran back about 30 yards. The man that evaded 3 Georgia players. The man completes a pass to the running back. That was fine and dandy. Boy, it looked real smooth. But guess what? That running back was still behind the 1st down marker. Our guy, Bolden, KJ Bolden, came in with what I hate seeing players do. I've been hating it since I watched my nephew play in high school. I hate when defenders try to go for the shoulder knockout. He goes for the shoulder knockout. Running back bounces off of it and runs for a 1st down. He was right there. If you wrap him up, that's a punt. So as great as Trinidad Chambliss played, that is a miss on the Georgia Bulldogs. Plain and simple. That had nothing to do with Trinidad Chambliss. He evaded the rush, but you had the tackle to stop them from getting the 1st down. That's on Georgia. And we can't overlook that. That's on Georgia. Another play, another 3rd down. They had Lacey. Defender get back there, had him dead to rights. Let the man bounce off and get a 1st down. They had them, I think this was a 4th and 1. Let the man get the 1st down. Like, come on, man. Georgia had opportunities. Georgia had a lot of opportunities. And I don't want to seem like I'm taking something away from Chambliss. I don't want to seem like, because they made some awesome plays. Like, man, they made some awesome plays. But Georgia had an issue tackling, dog. Georgia defense had an issue tackling, and it showed up at the worst time. Then we lost a safety to non-targeting. Then we had another injury. Man, things just started to snowball on Georgia. So shout out to Ole Miss, and I'm going to talk more on everything I think Ole Miss did do, but there was a lot of tackling issues that I think Georgia didn't do themselves any favors with.
I'm going to say this, man, on that KJ Bolden play. I saw that play. KJ Bolden laid the wood on Buddy. Buddy, you got to give credit to Buddy. I mean, we should have wrapped up like you said, but I don't know, man. Like, 2 things on that play. If it had been any other quarterback in that situation, that quarterback would have been sacked. Because, I mean, when he went to the left, it was a guy right there, and he just, like, stopped on a dime and went back to the other side. Amazing play by Chambliss. When the running back caught the ball, KJ Bolden laid the wood on Buddy, bro. Like I'm telling you, like I couldn't even understand why he didn't go down.
It happens. It happens.
But you're right. I see that a lot in NFL and college. Like wrap up the guy. Make sure he gets down because the big hit didn't work. But I will give I think KJ Bolden hurt himself on that play.
It happens all the time. Look, and I'm not singling KJ Bolden out like he had a horrible game. But that was a bad play that they got the first down. It just is what it is. But
one thing I will say, we still have an opportunity to win. We still was 3 yards away from the end zone with a minute left.
Yeah,
got the first down, and I'm not gonna shit on Bobo because I've never had an issue with Bobo's play calling. I don't know if they executed. I don't know, man. But we should have got that touchdown. We should have gotten that touchdown. We had a whole month off. We should have had a play to get us 3 yards in that end zone. I know they practice it. I like what I'll tell you what I did like. What they could have pulled a book out of.
Stay right there. You're not about to leave that play, are you?
No,
you're not about to leave the Reds. Okay, stay right there.
I think about when the Falcons they had the red zone and then they had the bunch to the left and they had the other guys right there and then Kyle Pitts went across on a 4-yard slant and he was wide open.
Drag,
so I don't know why we didn't have no play for that. You know what I'm saying? Like it should have been something to where us to get it instead of being deep in the end zone trying to get a tight end or somebody to catch a ball on the line and be out of bounds.
It worked for Ole Miss against our defense.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? It worked for them against our defense. But look, to that point, let's stay right there. We get down, we're on the 3-yard line, but something happened on that particular drive that I think really impacted it. And I want to ask you, man, how huge was it of a loss to lose Frazier in that particular time?
Yeah, like I was talking the whole game with my partners, man, and every time Frazier got the ball, he went straight. He went straight up the middle and got positive yards. When the other guys got the ball, they would want to break it to the outside and they weren't fast enough to get outside and they get tackled. And I'm like, man, it was one play with number 30. He had a chance to go to the left, and if he would have just cut it to the right a little bit, he would have got more yards. Instead, he tried to go outside and missed 5 extra yards he could have gotten. I didn't understand that, but Nate Frazier, man, like he showed it. He played with heart last night. He played like he wanted it, and it's unfortunate that he got hurt. But, man, Buddy was hitting holes, man, and I think he ended up with 85 yards. He probably would have broke 100 yards, man.
Man, losing Nate Frazier was crucial, especially on that particular drive. You get down the red zone. Once we got past his fumbling little issues and Kirby and them trusted him again, man, he was the go-to guy. He was the go-to guy. You needed him on that particular drive because not just for your team, the defense is looking back there. They're looking at Frazier. They know who he is. Like, they know they have to be more worried. Like, they worried about everybody. But you get what I'm saying. Certain players hit the field. They've been gashing you. Defenders, now they got their mind really keyed.
He went out, yeah. And then
it could have been something Gunner could have done. Maybe pulled it. Maybe he could have just got the touchdown. I don't know. But I will say this now. On that second play, that second down play, man, I don't think it's anything that Bowers, the last name was Bowers, right? Bowen. It ain't nothing I'm thinking about old Brock. But it ain't nothing that Bowen could have done, dog. Like the minute that Gunner handed him the ball, the defensive end was crashing down. So if it had been any other running back, it's nothing they would have done. But a different play may have been called.
Now I wish.
Yeah, we talked about that last night.
I wish this. We had 2 touchdowns by Gunner. Why we didn't spread it out? Spread the field out, give him more lanes for Gunner to figure out how to go. So we tried to bunch it up and do like a option. Gunner should have kept the ball because it looked like the defensive end crashed down.
He did crash down.
Whatever, but put him in a shotgun. Spread the defense out.
Hold on, but look, if we're saying, and I'm not trying to start a debate with you, but I'm saying if we're saying Gunner should have pulled the ball, we're also saying, in a sense, that it was the correct play. That's a play that could have worked. Gunner just didn't do what should have been done, correct?
Yeah, but
I think Gunner has to realize he's the second best rusher on the team in that moment.
Yes. He's the first. He's the first best rusher in that moment.
Yeah.
He's the number one option. Yeah. But even with Frazier's there, he already scored 2 touchdowns. He's showing you that game. He's the best runner.
To get to the 3 or the 2 yard line, he made a run.
And
So
look,
it's
man.
like,
And look, man. Gunner played his heart out, man.
he did. Definitely.
Jeez. He took some hits.
He did.
He took
He
2 hits,
did.
man.
He a
On.
soldier.
He did.
He a soldier.
I mean, look, man. Like,
Dude, almost speechless.
it's like I don't think Kirby overlooked Ole Miss. I think I did.
Of course he didn't.
I think I did. But like we played, but the quarterback is we would have sacked any other quarterback in that situation 3 times. On 3rd downs and 4th downs. We would have sacked the quarterback. That's how we blew the offensive line up, man. We beat them up. Got past them 3-4 guys chasing the quarterback loose. Any other quarterback.
Only a couple times though. Like
I'm talking about in the crucial moments, bro. In the crucial moments.
Georgia defensive line struggled against that offensive line.
I'm telling you, in the moments where it counted, when Georgia always comes up with that play, Chambliss got out of it. Now that 4th down play where they hit the long one at the end, like they just beat us.
3rd and 5.
They just beat us.
Now, so speaking to that play, if you go and look at that play, now look, I'm not a coverage guru, so I can't tell you exactly the exact coverage they win. But when you look at it, look like they win some kind of single high safety. Look like the defense looked like the defender was more to the left, which that would be the quarterback's right. The ball ended up going to a left, more kind of like a little long fade or a post toward the corner. Chambliss dropped it right in the bucket.
Yeah, we blitzed and got burned.
Had a 1-on-1, gave up a 30-yard. Like you cannot give up. Like look, you cannot give up 30-something yards in a game where it's tied and they're trying to get in field goal range to win the game. On 3rd and 5, you give up a 30-something yard completion.
Kirby thought we was gonna get to the quarterback. He blitzed, and it was a quick play. He didn't even wait.
That's execution. You can't let that man get behind you, like Trey saying.
Oh no, I'm talking about he was by himself. Normally he'd have some coverage to help.
He need help. He wanted the top. I mean, just being honest, bro. Like you just
obviously,
can't let that man get behind you.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, but Chambliss dropped that thing in the bucket. So look, I'm not trying to take anything from Chambliss. Right now, I'm just sticking to what I wish we could have seen better from the Georgia Bulldogs, man. So look. Now I want to talk about something that I brought up on the call last night, and Doug sent the video where Kirby discussed it in the press conference, and y'all can let me know, how y'all feel about it. I still think it was a bad decision. It was a bad decision, and that is the 4th and 2. The fake 4th and 2, where they lined up the punt, but then they went ahead, switched it out, ran Gunner in. They end up hiking the ball, and Gunner gets sacked, which led to a quick touchdown by Ole Miss. The only positive that came out of it was how quick Ole Miss scored. That's literally the only positive. They scored so quick that Georgia had enough time to go back, score, and they were in the game again. But man, what do you think about Kirby's decision in that moment to call that particular play and not just punt it off?
Okay, what I think is this, man. Like, it's 2 ways we can go at it. It's 2 ways to say, hey, why we didn't punt, to give our defense a chance to stop them and get the ball back and end up making a drive. Okay, that didn't happen. They scored, whatever. But the thing is, we still was in a position to win, so I don't care about that play. We came back, we scored, we stopped them. We came back, we had a chance to win it on a 3-yard line, and we didn't do it. So that play, I don't even want to think about it because we still had an opportunity to win. Now, if you want to break down that play and you want to say, yeah, I mean, we should have punted it. We should have given our defense a chance, but that play didn't cost us the game. So it don't matter to me. But I want to hear what you got to say about it.
I think that play 100% contributed to us losing the game. You can't do that in that situation. And I know Kirby said they weren't supposed to hike the ball, but then he also said in this same thing, it was an either or. Don't put your players in that position where there's an either or for a decision to be made by some young men in a real crucial position. This is where Kirby and the staff have to. It's clear what we want, because he said the ball wasn't supposed to be snapped. But then he also said in the same breath it was an either or. And you can see on that play, the left tackle and the left guard, they didn't think the ball was going to get snapped. Like, because they move, and all you need is a nanosecond, really, in football. For all you need is one little split second of hesitation, and you beat. And when you look at that play, they didn't come off the snap as quick as they should have. Now, our partner Swats, he said if you look at that play, that Gunner would have had a man wide open. He would have made the completion, but they got to him and they sacked him. But to me, I don't think you put your players in that particular position. And this the real reason, or the biggest reason I feel that way. You already hit them with a fake punt. You already hit them with a fake punt. You hit them with it once.
Awesome play.
They ain't going for it twice. If that was the first time, I would have said, you know what? Kirby and them tried something. They put them in a position, either or, whatever. But the second time to roll it out, and I know listening to what Kirby said, I think they were trying to get them to jump. But just go straight out there and do that then. Just go straight out there. Don't run it that way. Just go straight out there. Hey, let's try to get them to jump. But when he put it somewhat in the players' hands, mistakes happen. And we have to hold these young men accountable. I just held KJ Bolden accountable for missing a tackle. But at the same time, the coaches in that position have to make it's crucial. This is when coaching takes over, especially in college.
We got our coached in that moment.
Let me ask you a question. So I'm trying to understand one thing. What is the difference between a second and a nanosecond?
Okay, one is a nano and one is a second.
Okay, gotcha. All right, bet. I was like,
there you go.
Nanosecond. I never heard that before.
There you go. One is a nano.
Okay.
And one is a second.
All right, gotcha.
That's pretty. I don't move that fast. I really have to talk to the Flash to fit so he can break it down a little better than I can.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? So look, Georgia loses to Ole Miss, and you talked about it a few minutes ago, and I'm gonna circle back around to it. Do you think Ole Miss losing Lane Kiffin hurt us more than it helped us?
Yeah, it hurt us for sure in a lot of ways. It hurt us by the motivation side. Ole Miss had to be. If you're on a team, man, your coach leaves, you're going to have something to prove. That's one way. And then we don't know the coaching style of this brand new defensive coach that's coaching a team and his play calling abilities. You just don't know what that's going to be. I mean, I can say this too, that his defense improved from last time. His defense improved from the last 5 games, I heard. Went to 13 points a game, but we just didn't know. But, geez, bro. But I ain't going to lie, we had a chance to win, Trey. We had a chance to win in the last seconds of the game, and Gunner Stockton has always come through this year. But you know what? We was playing with house money, man. We weren't supposed to be this far. We was in the Elite 8. We got most of our team coming back next year. Now, to think about next year, man, this year was tough, man. All them losses we could have had, we lose one game. We got to go through that again. But, hey, these guys are battle-tested. Let's see if they can do it, man.
Hey, look, man. Well, look, a question that I'm going to ask you, and we can visit this again once we come back. Like, do you think Georgia's potential dominance is over now that we're in the NIL era?
I think.
Hold on.
Okay.
We're going to hit that when we come back.
Okay.
We're going to run this commercial. Make sure y'all know. Even though we talking dogs, hey, y'all know we still selling them blood pressure birds merch. Let's run it, Mario.
Seem to be the problem here, my brother.
My head hurt, man, ever since the Super Bowl loss, man. I haven't been able to recover.
You know what? I've been dealing with people with this problem for about 8 years now. I think I know exactly what you need. Hold on one second. Got to put you on the BPB therapy. This is the blood pressure birds. You see that? Blood pressure birds. You have to put this on every morning. Every morning you get 2 compliments. You're going to feel a lot better. Put that on.
Man, I feel so much better, though.
I told you, Dr. Black, get you back on track,
Jack.
For everybody out there, hey, go to that Blood Pressure Birds fan. The fan in you and the fan you love. Go to 285clothing.com. That's the numbers, 285clothing.com. Get you a Blood Pressure Birds or Stressing Me Out hoodie. Get you the Blood Pressure Birds or Stressing Me Out shirt. And we also have just the plain Blood Pressure Birds hoodie. The merch is going crazy. We just had, folks were running it down. They were going out the door like hotcakes for the holidays. Make sure you start your year off right. Football season might be coming to an end, but it's never too late, and it's always a year round to represent our Blood Pressure Birds. 285clothing.com.
Get you one. Yeah.
So, back to the question at hand.
All right.
Do you think Georgia's run of dominance is over now that the NIL era has begun?
Nah, I don't think so at all, man. I think our dominance at getting all the 5-star recruits, has slowed down. But I'm gonna tell you what we're gonna pick up on, and we did this year in one area was the receivers, the transfer portal. I feel like we're gonna step up in the transfer portal and really get it. Once Kirby figures out what he needs to do, we'll be one of the top teams in that as well. So I feel we're gonna adapt. I think it took Alabama some time to adapt. You saw Texas, the Texas team yesterday that played. They were the number one team in transfer portal, and they changed their program around right away and lost one game until they lost yesterday to Oregon. So I mean, if Georgia can get in on that, get in, still recruit well, I think Kirby will figure it out because he's still Kirby. At the end of the day, I don't think our dominance is not as going to be as deep as we've normally been, but we'll figure it out, and he'll be right there in the mix. Like, that's all we ask for, man, is just to be in the mix every year. That's what we wanted under Rick. We was in the mix with the Elite Eight, 3 yards away from going to the Final Four.
Well, I'll say this. I don't know when we're going to see dominance again. It depends on what's your interpretation of what dominance is. Dominance, winning back-to-back championships, something like that. I don't know if we're going to see that again from any team.
That's just that comes with it, but it can't happen with us. We just have a deep.
I can't say that.
We always get the best of the best, man.
I can't say that. Georgia has been now. If we talking about championship dominance, if we just talking about being in the mix, then if we're calling that dominance, then yeah, we're gonna be in the mix. Hold on, let me get this out. If we calling being in the mix dominant, then yeah, we're gonna be in the mix. Which that's not dominance. Dominance is championships to me, and I don't think we're gonna see back-to-back dominance again for a while. I don't know, and this even deeper question that we need to ask is the dynasty era over now that the NIL era is here, period. I'm not sure Georgia or any other team is going to be able to run it back-to-back 2-3 years like that. And when we talk about when we ran it back-to-back, man, those were generational teams.
But let me say,
I'm talking about some of the best college football teams ever.
But let me say this, like the first championship against Alabama or the second one, whichever.
That was the first one.
The first one, we're 2 receivers down. Alabama's 2 receivers down from beating us. Like that they was killing us, and then we're a wide left field goal miss from not going to the championship against Ohio State.
So you proving my point then?
No,
you proving we ain't never been down.
No, but what I'm saying is
we could have lost.
That's what I'm trying to say is like the dominance. You're saying is not there. We won because of coaching and good teams, but we didn't dominate. We didn't dominate the Alabama game, and we didn't dominate Ohio State. We almost lost.
I think we're gonna be in the mix. Go ahead, Doug.
But I think Alabama also, all them Saban championships, they had a little luck with it. It just take luck.
Yeah,
you're gonna have that with every.
If that was dominance and it took a little luck, I think what we did was dominance, and I think it'll still happen.
Yeah, I think in those 2 years I do. I don't think we're there now.
Yeah,
I don't think we're there now.
Next year, though.
You think so?
I think we're gonna have a strong team next year.
But that's 1 year. When we talk about like a stretch of it, I'm talking about a stretch of dominance, more than one season.
But you got to realize, who's to say? But those teams were experienced teams, like juniors and seniors. And I think this team was freshmen and sophomores, mixed in with some juniors.
Definitely sophomores.
So like
I know it's a young team.
And I think that the thing that Georgia survives on is the trenches. The trenches were young this year, both sides, offense and defense, and I think that hurt us because some experienced trenches members would have gotten those 3 yards, and we didn't.
I think Bobo being hurt. I think it hurt us.
Oh yeah, that hurt us.
Yeah, you lose your starting center.
He's a senior, right?
I can't remember which year Bobo in, but like it'd be hard for me to talk about injuries because every team got them. Every team have them, and I don't know every team's injuries. So Ole Miss, I'm sure Ole Miss fan is somewhere saying, "Hey man, look, we didn't have such and such. We should have beat y'all the first time. Yeah. We didn't have this. We didn't have that. Hell, they didn't have their coach." you know what I'm saying? They ain't even have their head coach. You know what I mean? So, but let's get to that particular question though. Not about Lane Kiffin, but do you think that the dynasties are over in this new era of college football.
I mean, it could be. It could be.
I think it is. I think it's
But
a
I
wrap.
mean, I'm gonna tell you this though.
I don't think we barely even saw
Hey,
any
look,
Alabamas.
look.
I don't think we see any more Alabamas from that perspective. I don't think we see any more Alabamas.
I'ma say-
9-10 years.
And Alabama completely.
Hey, look, I'm gonna say this. It's gonna
You couldn't wait to
how
say
it
that.
can work is whoever wants to spend the money, whoever wants to become the king of the transfer portal. I feel like they can become dominant if they want to spend the money and they can lure these guys from the transfer portal. That's the team that can become dominant, and somebody's gonna do it.
They're
It's
gonna make
all
some
gonna happen every
changes
year.
though.
I mean, if
They-
they don't,
they gonna
at
make
this
changes to
rate,
the
at this
schedule.
rate, at this rate, if they don't change it, that's what's gonna happen.
I understand that, but like the schedule for one is like crazy. That's for one. They gotta make a change to that. Like you,
Well, I mean, I'm talking about now.
like how is it that Lane Kiffin couldn't coach his players into the championship?
Yeah, that's
because
different.
He took
I mean,
like
that's
they gotta
different.
change that.
Yeah, I mean, that part they gotta change. I'm talking about kids coming in transferring to teams. Like that's what I'm talking
But
about.
even with that's what I'm saying with the timing change, they're gonna make other changes. So you just don't know. I just think we kind of in a
well,
in a funny
as of
little-
right now, if nothing changes, that's how you become dominant.
Yeah, I think them dynasties over. I think from the perspective of what Alabama was to having a 6-year stretch, you win the championship, you win 2 or 3 championships, or went to the championships. I think that's over because, like you said, teams like this team can spin the bag this year. This team can spin the bag next year. Like the bag getting spread around to where not one team can just push everything to the table. Now, Ohio State did it last year, but there's a bunch of other teams that tried and it didn't work out.
Man,
You know what I mean? So, like, I don't know. I think the dynasty era is over from that perspective. Now, do I think if you're looking at a dynasty saying, can somebody pull like out of 5 years, can you possibly win 2 championships out of 6 years? I think you could. Now, if that's looked at as a dynasty, but if we're looking at a dynasty from the lens of what Nick Saban in Alabama was, I don't think we finna see that again.
Hey, let me ask you something. I want to stay on Georgia, but I do want to bring up something. You want to stay? Want me to bring it up or wait?
I mean, you pretty much done brought it up. What's
All right,
up?
man. Do you feel like, speaking of dynasties, do you think the end of an era has come for Alabama the way they got built the ass handed by Indiana to them yesterday?
They just made it as far as we did. Let's stop.
I'm talking about the score. They got dominated, bro.
I don't care.
Hey, if we would have got beat
Don't
that
matter.
bad, would you have?
It don't matter, bro.
No. If we
To me,
would've-
it don't matter.
If we would have gotten beat that bad, bro, I would be feeling even worse.
Bro, let me tell you
I'd
something.
be feeling even
Let me tell you
worse. We didn't get beat. We had a chance to win.
It don't matter.
Alabama didn't have a chance to win.
It don't matter.
For me as a fan, watching my
because
team.
because we hate Georgia. I mean, because we hate
care,
Alabama.
But if Georgia would have got beat that bad, that would have been terrible right
you would
now.
not be, but you wouldn't be saying it's over.
Yes, I would.
No, you wouldn't.
Man,
So hold on. If Georgia got just shellacked across
Yes.
the head, you would have said Georgia's run is over. I don't believe you would.
I mean, I would have been close to it.
I asked you a simple question.
You know what?
Yes
I'd
or no?
have felt bad.
Feeling bad and saying it's over like
No,
you said
bro.
for Alabama is not
It's
the
over
same.
for Alabama.
What you mean is over?
The era's over.
The Nick Saban era left when Nick Saban
Okay,
left.
well, it got extra left yesterday.
Alabama being in the mix is
Extra
not
left.
over.
It extra left.
Alabama being in the mix is not
yesterday
over.
they got built
It's
to
not
ass
over.
and
I don't
it's
know,
over,
sir.
man.
It's
I
not
don't
over.
know.
It's
'cause
over,
barely,
man.
They barely slipped in this year.
It's not over. Them being in the mix is not over.
Hey, bro,
It
I
might-
ain't
listen,
saying
it
being
might-
in the mix. I'm talking about
Well, that's what we
their
talking
dominance
about.
in the era of the
It
Alabama.
left with Nick Saban.
It extra left yesterday.
It left with Nick Saban.
It extra left yesterday.
You listen. We hate Alabama, so you saying that, but in reality, hold on. In reality,
Hey.
we made it to the same place they did, and guess what?
I don't
They
care.
sent our behinds home.
We had a chance
with
to
an
win.
L in
We
the
had- we had a
beginning of the
chance to
season.
win.
It is what it is.
We had a chance to
They
win.
split with us, so it ain't nothing us as Georgia fans can pop about
Yeah, we
Alabama.
can. Yeah, we can.
Now, you know what that's like. That's like getting your behind whipped and then you out there laughing because the person who beat you up got beat up by somebody else. Man, stop it.
No, that's
Stop
not true.
it.
That's
If
not
you
true.
can't do it yourself, shut
Alabama
up.
got their ass whooped and we didn't.
They split with us though. They split with us.
And
during
the
season.
last time we played,
We're
them,
on
we
the
whooped
same
their
playing
ass.
field,
we're
my
not.
guy.
The last time we played, we
They
whooped
made
their
it.
ass.
They made it. To
No,
the
we're
eight.
not on
We
the
did.
same
You sitting
playing
here
lane.
bragging about Georgia making it to the 8.
I'm not
So did
bragging about
Alabama.
it. Okay.
You did. You
Nigga,
said we made it to the
nigga,
8. You did.
The only
brag
reason
about
they,
it.
the only
thing
reason
is-
they made it because Nick Saban got them in.
My
Hold on,
thing
did
They
is,
shouldn't even been
Did you
in.
say the N word?
I don't know.
what do you say, Nick Saban?
Now, did you call me a ninja? That's what you doing? That's what we doing, man.
Called you a naysayer.
The Ninja Man.
I don't know if I said nigga.
The Ninja Man. Why I gotta be a Ninja Man? Alabama brings that out of you.
You just called me a white man last week.
But you all white. Bro, I was talking to somebody at the grocery store. He was like, man, you and that Mexican dude, man, I love what y'all do.
Can I get the camera on me?
Hey, man,
Now I'm a Mexican.
that was your stream
Come on,
dick
man.
right there, man.
Mario love to keep the camera on you, man.
You got a stream dick
All
right there.
Yeah, man.
But this is what I'm saying though. As Georgia fans who can't stand Alabama, and I took much delight in them losing. And I thought they would beat Indiana. But I still took delight in them losing. I don't think we can sit here and just sit and let's have a party crapping on them.
I'm not crapping on them. I just asked you a question. Hey, do you think the era has ended for Alabama and you brought it back to Georgia?
I told you no. First you said you didn't say is the Nick Saban era over. That's over. But you said, do I think it's over for Alabama? And I said they just made, regardless of how we feel about it, they just made it to the same round we did.
Do you think it's over for them?
Do I? No.
I think
no, I don't.
I think they falling though, Trey. And I think their fans are seeing it now.
Mate, look.
It's a difference.
They got a guy who came after the top guy.
Okay.
They'll get another guy, unfortunately. Guess what?
Do you think
kids still want to go play for the team with the numbers on the helmet? And I can't stand Alabama, but them numbers do look pretty cool.
I think they came to play for the coach, man. That's what I think.
They didn't?
I think. I'm
Man,
talking about for Saban, for all them years of dominance.
They gonna still go to Alabama, bro.
I don't know.
They gonna still they're gonna end up getting another coach. It's gonna be another coach somewhere out there. Alabama's gonna find them.
It ain't many of them though. It ain't many of them coaches.
I ain't say they're going to find another Nick Saban, but do I think they can find another coach that can get them to a winning season and potentially win a championship? Do you think they can find a coach that's on the level?
Do you think they're going to fire this coach?
Of a Ryan Day, of a Dan Lanning? I'm throwing out teams who made it to the Final Four. Do you think they could potentially find a coach on those levels? I do. You're not going to find a Nick Saban, of course. I mean, boy, God only made one of them. He only made one.
Made Kirby too.
Kirby's not Nick Saban, bro.
At
all.
He about to be.
No, he's not.
I think so.
Dog, man, stop.
I like Kirby.
I love Kirby. Okay, I like Kirby too. He ain't Nick Saban.
I said he about to be.
No, he's not.
They still neck and neck or where Nick was in his career.
Man, stop it.
Again, you got it. Just like you just said, though, Trey.
What's
Man,
up?
stop
You
it.
think
the transfer
you think
portal changed everything?
Do you think
So
Georgia's
let's
dominance
be
is?
real
Do you
now.
think?
I
Do you
think
think,
it did.
you think Kirby's success is over at Georgia?
No. Who said that?
I'm asking. I didn't. No one said that. I'm asking.
No. Do I think his success is over? Absolutely not.
Now
I think Kirby's just getting started when you look at how long I think he could potentially be at Georgia, even though he's been there now. What Kirby been there now? What, 8 years? 8, close to 9 years? Like, he's still just getting started. I think Kirby could easily have a 15 to 20-year run at Georgia. So do I think it's over for Kirby? Heck no. No, it's not over for Kirby. But do I think he's Nick Saban? Nobody.
Do you think it's over for Alabama?
Nobody. Do I think it's over for Alabama?
Right now?
I just said no.
So do you think?
I think their season is over.
You think they're gonna keep their coach?
They probably keep him one more year, but do it's hard to do what they did with Nick Saban. Like to the point of what Doug just said. He brought up what I said earlier. The NIL era makes it different. So I don't think any coach is gonna be able to do it that same way. But when I hear over, this is just the way my mind processes it. When I hear over, things done. They won't be in the mix. Do I think they never have a shot at winning the championship? No. I don't think it's over for them when it comes to that.
I think they're gonna have to regroup. I think they're gonna lose some key recruits. I don't think Georgia's gonna lose no key recruits. I think we're gonna participate in the transfer portal. I think we're gonna participate in the NIL deals. I think we're gonna be in the mix. I think for a few years Alabama has lost their swag.
I don't. I think they're gonna be still there. I think it's gonna be a bunch of kids from the state of Georgia who still gonna go to Alabama. 100%.
Hold on, Dow Jones. This show is Georgia based, so stick to Georgia. Everyone expected Alabama to lose, which happened, but no one outside of Mississippi expected for Georgia to lose. Hey, Dow Jones, we can talk about whatever we want to on this show. This is a national show that's based out of Atlanta.
Yeah, I mean, what is this guy talking about?
I don't know.
I don't know. But anyway, man, yeah, you stick to listening, not coming. And so, look, I feel like Alabama could potentially have an opportunity moving forward. Like, can the boy, did he get it done this year? No. But do I think that they could potentially be back in the mix? Yeah. But let me ask you this: since we talking about Alabama, and since we've been told to only talk about Georgia teams, I want to ask you this about the whole area, the Bible Belt of football. Is the SEC's dominance over?
No. Some of the best football in college football. It's always gonna be. You see, SEC team is now in the Final Four.
Exactly. I feel the same way. I don't think it's over. I know everybody out there who's not SEC waiting for SEC to just fall off. So I don't know why. Maybe because they won so long. Maybe because you had to see Florida, LSU, Alabama, Florida, LSU, Alabama. Then Georgia joins the mix. And you just like, I can't stand them. I hate them. They just keep coming around. I have to keep seeing their faces. If it ain't Florida, it's Alabama. If it ain't Alabama, it's Florida. Then LSU sprinkled in here and there. Then not Georgia. I'm sick of them.
Man, I want to see what Chambliss does to Miami's front four. Now, if Miami's front four can't contain him, they will be playing. I'm thinking Indiana in the championship. If Indiana can get past Oregon, that'll be a good. I like to see that championship. I will watch that championship and I will pull for Ole Miss.
Yeah, I don't think the SEC's dominance is over. I know people want to say it's the Big Ten's time. I mean, you pull Oregon, who's one of the best teams by far out of their conference out in the Pac-12, and then you bring them over to the Big Ten. So Oregon, they definitely going to still have success. They're a real good program. I mean, if you threw Oregon in the SEC, there's some people going to try to say that they wouldn't do well. I actually think they would. You know what
hold
I mean?
on, bro.
So it is what it is, man.
Here come this clown, Dow Jones. Atlanta Falcon fan had high hopes for Georgia Bulldogs. Also, they called Kirby Smart the next Nick Saban. First off, I call Kirby Smart could be compared to Nick Saban, and my partner didn't. So what in the hell is you talking about? All right.
Hey, man, the Dow Jones, he got us up and down, man. He got us up 1 minute and down the next, man.
He probably ain't got nothing in the
but
stock
look,
market.
hey, Dow Jones, hey, man, hey, throw us some stock tips, my guy. You know what I'm saying? And we ain't talking about just Georgia stocks.
Who is your team? Obviously must be Alabama.
Oh, he's an Alabama fan.
Oh, he butt hurt this morning.
That's why he said stick to Georgia. He don't want to hear about Alabama. He don't even want to talk about it.
Oh, yeah.
He don't, right now, you know what he is? Right now, man, he is Doughboy who walked across the street and talked to Trey in the flip-flops and socks and was like, I don't know. Maybe they don't show. Maybe they don't know what's going on with Alabama.
Hey, man. And goo.
You know what I'm saying? He's sick, man. But so I don't think the SEC's dominance is over. I know everybody wants it to be over. I know everybody wants it to end. Everybody's sick and tired of hearing about these SEC teams. I don't think it's over by far. I think we're gonna continue to see some SEC teams be in the mix. I think you're gonna see Lane Kiffin and LSU be in the mix. Hey, we'll see what Ole Miss does and what they can continue to do when it comes to recruiting, when they have to replace these coaches. And, I mean, hey, Georgia is going to definitely be there. So, I don't think it's over by far.
Kirby said it yesterday in the press conference. He said, man, during the regular season games, man, the games are just like the games that were played yesterday. Like, a lot of the teams in the SEC knock out the other teams from making the playoffs because it's just great teams, like a Tennessee. Tennessee being in this playoff, man, they could have done some damage.
I think
they would have done better than James Madison and the other teams. Texas, like, come on, man. Yeah. Like, let's keep it 100. Like, they're not no hoes. The whole SEC, a lot of them teams ain't no hoes out there at all. Like, I'm afraid of Florida. Florida lost like 5 games, but I guarantee you they would have beat James Madison for sure.
I don't know if they would have beat James Madison. I think they would have beat Tulane.
Yeah.
I don't know for a fact if they would have beat James Madison. And Mario will tell you, boy, I was clowning James Madison. Shout out to everybody out there. Listen, let me take this time, man. And I'm gonna step outside the state of Georgia. And I do this from time to time because it is what it is. I want to throw an apology out there. Your boy Trey owes a big fat apology.
You don't apologize.
No. I gotta apologize, dog. Because your apology has to be as loud as your disrespect was.
Okay.
So I'm finna apologize. Let me make sure the camera's on me. We good to go. I can feel the camera right to it. Everybody in audio land, I'm just making sure I look right, you know. My wife and mom love me. You know what I'm saying? They love to see my face. But this is what I'm about to say. I apologize to the University of Indiana. Indiana, I apologize. To the head coach, I apologize. To the quarterback and every single player, to all the fans, I apologize. I did not take y'all as for real. I thought Alabama was going to beat y'all just because they Alabama and y'all Indiana. And I'm like, Larry Bird don't play for them. They ain't going to win nothing. You know what I'm saying? Bobby Knight not about to come out there and coach anything. I don't care if it is a different sport. You know what I'm saying? I'm really being tongue-in-cheek with it, really just joking. But I do want to say I apologize. Indiana, I did not see this coming. You guys went out to Alabama and you handled business. And I'm going to say this to your head coach. I didn't know. I didn't know that he was one of the ones. And I'm going to tell you, dog, they head coach, I believe he might be one of the ones. And you want to know why? I heard something that went viral probably a year or two ago, probably 2 years ago it went viral. But I'm just not hearing it yesterday. Riding around to the game, and I just heard it yesterday, and I said, dang. I said, if I knew that, if I would have heard this, I would have went for it. And I started to send the clip to Mario, but I didn't. But they asked the head coach. Hey, let me tell you something. They one of the rawest things I heard the head coach say.
I'm ready to hear it.
They asked the head coach. They said, so how are you going to get the big-time recruits to come to the school? He said, well, what do you mean? You mean out of high school? You mean transfer portal? What do you mean? They said all of it. He said, so you think we can't get them because we Indiana? And they said, no. He said, well, how do you think we're going to get them? You know what that man said? That man said, because I win. Google me. Boy.
Put some respect on Kurt Signetti.
Boy.
Put
When
some
I
respect on
heard
Kurt
that, and he was
Signetti.
done with the question, and he moved on to the next question. That man said, how you going to get the recruit? That man said, because I win.
Google me. That's hard.
And when I heard that, I said, oh, had I heard this before I would have had much more respect for the man. Boy, I love arrogance that's placed on a track record. I love when you have arrogance because you have a track record, because to me it's not necessarily arrogance. It's just a strong belief in the track record of what I can do and what I have done. I live it. I don't like arrogance for people who just throw stuff out there, throw shit to the wall and hope it stick. But for people who have a real track record and can say, I can tell you why we going to succeed. Because if we do it my way, we will, because I have a track record of succeeding. That man said, because I win, Google me. This man is in the Final Four, and guess what? Yes, sir, I will be rooting for Indiana, who I crapped on, to take it and win it all. I hope they go ahead and get it.
All right, I got a statement.
I hope they get it.
To all y'all haters that hate on the Waterboy Show, we the number one sports podcast in Atlanta. Google us.
Hey,
all right, let's go.
It is what it is, man, dog. That's one of the coolest things that I've heard. But look, let's just take it back to Georgia one quick second, and then let's go to some comments, because we done missed the whole
Man, we
bunch
40
of,
minutes in and even
comments.
talked about it. We about to get to y'all, man. Y'all start leaving the comments so we can go. We're gonna take the time to talk to you guys.
So I want to ask this question, man. Why don't we seem to have the dominant running backs at the University of Georgia right now? And this is a twofold question. Is it we don't have the dominant running backs, or do we not have the dominant O-lines that we used to have?
I mean, I feel like we're getting the recruits. We're getting the top recruits. We're getting the top 5 running backs to come in. We always gonna be running back. I think it's scheme and it's the development of the offensive line. I think we had a young line this year. I really think next year, bro, these guys gonna have time to sit back and go to the weight room and get their head right, get their mentality right, watch some of the film they messed up on. I feel like we're gonna be a dominant run team, and Gunnar Stockton is gonna be really, really, really poised and ready to go, Heisman candidate.
Go ahead,
I
dude.
agree. I mean, that's it. Be Rich hit it right on the head.
All right, so I think the O-line definitely needs some developing, but I also think we haven't had the running backs we used to have. I don't think the last guy that we had, man, and I like the dude name was
Robinson.
right. It's right. No.
He hurt. A lot of these guys got hurt
I ain't
too.
even talking about the guy that's on the roster. I'm talking about the last time we had running backs who, to me, were just like real dominant running backs. I don't know why I'm having to blank right here on the show, but my guy that's in Buffalo, my guy that's in Buffalo
Cook.
right now, Cook. Like I think that was the last of the just super explosive running backs for the University of Georgia. I like what Frazier's doing. I'm not crapping on Frazier. ETN, I think he was a good running back as well. But I don't think like Cook was the last of those running backs that were kind of cut from that same cloth where you watch them play and you instantly say, oh, that man's gonna be scoring touchdowns 100% on Sunday.
You know what I think though, Trey? I think a lot of the times the past couple years, our offensive line, we just had injuries. And our depth couldn't get it to go. And I think if some of those injuries wouldn't have been there and some of the young guys didn't develop as the other guys developed, like we had some freshmen coming in dominating during those years with Cook. This time, man, those and like who told us that Davin Bellamy or somebody said just because they're a 5-star don't mean they're that person like a Jalen Carter. They don't have it developed yet. So,
I think it could be both, man.
Yeah.
I mean, it could be both.
But I mean, we will say this: like we did have the number one running back in Robinson, and then he tore his ACL too in training camp. So a lot of that is untimely luck, man. And then you coming back for ACL, you're never the same most of the time.
Yeah, I mean, no, I know, but at the same time, like dog, we've been blessed at the University of Georgia.
I agree, Chubb,
to have some of the best running backs.
Gurley,
and when you look across the landscape of college football. Do we see our backfield as being one of the top backfields
as a stats,
out there?
no,
do we have any household name? Do we have any players that you say, oh my God, boy, if he get the ball, oh my God.
I was looking forward to after we had our guy Rusty Manziel on here. I was looking forward to Bo Walker, but I don't know. He out here still.
Yeah, we ain't got it. We ain't got a crap on him, man.
Yeah.
I will say this too though, like. A lot of times we might fall victim to being running back because you got to share the ball. You know what I'm saying? We keep fresh backs. You know what I'm saying? We share the ball a lot.
I agree on that.
I did get pissed off yesterday when they didn't keep feeding Nick Frazier. Nate Frazier. I'm sorry, Nate Frazier. I keep doing that. Y'all got to get better. My bad. I got pissed off when they were giving to the other guys when this guy's clearly getting 5, averaging 6 yards a carry, bro. And then you put some other guy in and he's not doing that. I was like, that's a wasted play. That's a wasted play.
They're trying to spell.
It's a wasted play,
but
Trey.
like, yeah.
It's the championship. You're in the playoffs. Forget spelling. He's got it. You're wasted. That's a wasted play to me.
Yeah, they're just trying to give him a
That's
spell.
a wasted play.
Though. You want your best player on the field. And like I said,
it's not no Tyler Algier B. John Robinson thing right now.
I'm not crapping on any of our running backs because we had some good running backs. There was a time where we had the creme de la creme. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. There was a time where we had the creme de la creme. We had the menu.
Man.
We had the type of players that was so special. If it was something on a menu at a restaurant, you had to ask the cook special. Hey, can you fix this special meal? Cause they don't serve this to the average customer that comes in. Man, we had some of the best of the best. And even one of our years that looked at as a down year, we had Zamir White, we had Zeus and Cook.
And who was the guy that was from Philly, man? He was like
Swift.
Yeah, we had Chubb, we had Gurley,
we had
Swift.
Swift out there balling.
You know what I'm saying? Like Swift wasn't no hoe neither.
But me and my nephew used to go back and forth about Swift all the time. I wasn't as big a fan of Swift as my nephew was, but Swift out there, but he
balling.
He didn't stay healthy. He out there doing it in the NFL. And like you said, let's see how the O-line develops. But I do think the last 2 years, if you look at it, we have not run the ball at the same clip that we run it in years past. And when you look at struggles that come for Georgia, they're not able to run the ball. Number one, I didn't trust Carson Beck last year. He need a run game. You're seeing at Miami what a run game can do for him, man. But let's go to some comments, man.
Let's go to some comments, man. Y'all leave them comment. What up, TikTok?
Yes, but he talking about the Indiana coaches and they saying Google me. Yes, that was hard by the Indiana coach.
Yeah, hold on, I got explanation.
Oh yeah, yes, that was hard by the Indiana
there
coach, man. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, that was that man said, "Cause I win, Google me." Ooh, I love it.
Will Kicking says I was the same way about Indiana, Trey.
Hey man, it is what it is, man. I don't think any of us knew that it was gonna be that way.
Bruce Huntley 16R says SEC will always be football and ACC basketball to me. I can agree with that.
Got a point.
Okay, somebody agrees with me.
Yeah,
B-Rich always be knowing. I don't know what he agreed on me, but thank you.
dynasty is over for Alabama, but they will still be in the mix. Yeah, and that's about how I feel. That's why I wanted us to kind of clarify what over meant. Like, if over means they won't be in the mix anymore, like they're going to fall to obscurity and nobody's going to hear about them.
I don't think they'll be playing for the SEC championship every year until they get it right.
Yeah. Man, QF Stop says, football has gotten too soft for dynasty teams. That was SEC feared because of hard hits and smash mouth football. And, man, speaking of soft football, and we don't have to stay on it, we're going to stay in the comments. Man, that targeting call, that was some BS.
Oh, yeah, because at the end of the day on that targeting call, like, he hit him with his shoulder. It was a split second. I mean,
It's defensive,
though. Man, it don't matter, bro. Like, the dude didn't know. Like, what if he'd have let up, like you say, and he would like when KJ Bolden hit dude with his shoulder, he kept going. You don't know what a dude's gonna do.
There was some BS.
Like
to me, it was.
I mean,
BS.
in slow motion, it looked like he was defensive,
was
but out there on the
He
field,
could have done, but
Yeah.
It was. I mean,
he shouldn't have got
by the
kicked
letter of
out.
the
He shouldn't
law,
have got
it
kicked
was
out the game.
Yeah, it was some BS.
He shouldn't have got kicked out the game. They
That
should have
hurt.
gave him a roughing a personal foul, whatever. But he wasn't targeting. He was making a play split second style, man.
Man, he said, why no one is talking about Malachi Tony, wide receiver at Miami, 90-plus catches, no drops. I'm pulling up. All right, Black.
Well, still, we don't watch Miami, man. So, you keep watching them and you keep rooting for the Steelers.
Big Low. You know what I'm saying? What in the world, Bo? Man, Kirby got too cute. Too much makeup. But, yeah, hey, man, yeah. Like, I don't know if Kirby got cute, but I do think that I agree with you on that, Big Low, man. So he got a nephew, man, that played at the University of Florida, man.
Somebody said on TikTok, they said Gunner had a concussion out there and he was still playing. Do y'all think he had a concussion? I don't know. I don't think so.
He earned it.
You're going to have to read that one that's up on the screen, Mario.
Oh, my God. I can't read that
I
one.
got you. This was Pastor Anthony for his will furlough saying, I think the dynasty era is not over for Georgia at all. The dominant trait starts with the conference your team is in. The SEC itself has a strong reputation for having such a strong standard. Wait, he has exclamation marks. The SEC itself has a strong representation. Y'all know what it is. Reputation for having such a strong standard. So if we are going by the standards alone, the dynasty is going to come about how you build a team. The NIL is just another aspect, and that can be addressed and figured out.
All right.
Give us a dissertation.
Yeah, I ain't mad. I ain't mad at what he said.
I ain't either. Hold on. This would all right. This is what Doug was talking about. Ernest says Kirby needs to get off of this blind loyalty to Bobo and get a different offensive eye in that fold. I'll say this now, and I said this when Bobo was announced as a successor to the Monken. We won't ever win another chip with Bobo as the OC. I can't blame Bobo for this. He executed. He put us in the chance to win. I mean, his son was out. That kind of hurt. I can't. I don't know, man. Do you blame Bobo?
So I understand why he's frustrated. I understand why anybody who blames Bobo is frustrated. None of us, well, I ain't gonna say none of us, but a huge portion of us didn't believe in Mike Bobo, right? And I'm still not the hugest fan of Mike Bobo. But this particular year, I think Bobo did a great job. I think he did a good job. Now, is he gonna be Todd Monken? I mean, Todd Monken has shown that he's special. I mean, he's special in the NFL. I mean, he just is. Todd Monken is a really good play
He
caller.
also had Brock Bowles.
He did.
Lad McConkey.
He did.
We got to be real now.
He did. He had Cook. We just talked about Cook. Yeah, we had White. He had Zeus. Had the O-line. Like he did. He had Washington.
Now let me say this. I don't know. I would question. I don't know who was responsible. I would assume it's Bobo. Is the conservativeness of on some like kind of like, all right, we got it. Let's go conservative.
What do you think was conservative? Like, give me a play.
All right, so like when we came out of right before trying to get the field goal, we run the ball a couple times, like the run plays.
Which field goal? Talking about right at
halftime, before halftime.
Okay.
Like we kind of like, are we gonna settle for this? And then coming out after halftime, running those consecutive plays, back to back, and I would come back to that, but yeah, I think those kind of conservative. Now I will say this: I've never seen a strategy from a defense, and I saw it numerous times because when they did it in slow motion, the defensive linemen they weren't rushing in; they were going side to side trying to deflect the ball from Gunner Stockton because of his height. I saw that a couple times. Is that a new strategy?
A few times.
Yeah.
A few times.
Yeah,
like
I mean,
a lot of key plays.
I mean, when you have a shorter quarterback, a lot of
Have
people
you
try to
seen
knock
the
the ball
defense?
down.
No, I know you sound, but I seen guys that coming in and doing like this. I see a dude shifting to the left and the right, like that. I ain't see him, the lineman, and he's jumping up doing it. It was like playing. I'm gonna spy him and then jump. Like that's what I saw.
It seemed to work out him. But I say this about when you said something conservative, right before the halftime, and I can't put this on Bobo. It may have looked conservative because, and you talking about right before we end up punting it back to them, and then they had the opportunity, right? Well, if you think about that series, think about those 3 downs that led to that punt. First down, he got sacked. Gunner got sacked on first down on that drive that led to us punting it back to them and giving them an opportunity to potentially kick a field goal, but the time went out at the half. They called a pass play on first down, and he got sacked. Once he got sacked, I think it was already known.
Now you got to run the clock.
Yeah, because he got sacked. We behind the sticks. Let's not try to have, because remember last year, Notre Dame, they screwed up trying to get I won't say greedy. They tried to get aggressive. And I think once he got sacked, that was the game plan. Let's see what we can get here. If we get a big play here or we get positive yards, we off to the races. If we don't, we get a sack. Let's try to run it. If we get a first down or running it, cool. If not, we're going to run the clock. We're going to punt. But Ole Miss had their timeouts. Luckily, that ended up good for us because they were in position to kick a field goal then. And we're not talking about that, too. We missed a field goal. Yes, it was a long one, but their kicker kicked the long.
54 yards.
Their kicker made 2 of them.
54.
Their kicker made 2.
No,
And
you
it
better not
would've
say
been-
nothing about no 54. No.
What do you mean?
Because you was talking all this ish. 54 ain't nothing. 50 yards ain't nothing.
Oh, we talking about the NFL, sir.
It don't
That's
matter.
where that conversation comes
Okay.
from.
But their kicker made 2 field goals, though, Doug.
Yeah.
Now
56,
maybe
58.
our kicker not on his
56,
level.
58.
But
Or he just didn't get into it.
Hey, you know what my partner said?
maybe.
You know what I'm saying? He might
You know
just
what my
didn't
partner
hit it
said?
right.
You know what Brent said?
what?
He said, with the Falcons' first pick, we need to get that kicker on the second round.
That's funny.
He said that before he kicked the game winner. Go ahead, the next.
Shout out to my boy Big Low Country, man, who came in, man. I
Shout out
love
Big Low.
Big Low, cool. Do you guys, this from Kelvin Spencer. He said, do you guys think that the rest of college football programs are catching up to the top teams in the NCAAF because of NIL?
Yes.
I 100% do.
Yes.
I think it's about to be a more level playing field. Not completely level because they're going to be programs that have more money than others and they have the name and the legacy. But yes, I mean, dog, you see the coach that went to Indiana, boy, he out there snapping. Miami, I mean, they still getting some recruits, but at the same time, they purchased the quarterback 2 years in a row. You know what I'm saying?
Who you said?
Miami
yeah.
has purchased the quarterback 2 years
Where
in
did
a row.
Cam Ward come from?
I can't remember where Cam Wood played first, but they purchased the quarterback 2 seasons in a row. You know what I mean?
And they got an SEC battle
And guess
tested
what?
quarterback.
More than likely, they're going to do it again.
Hey, man, what do you feel? I know. All right, this is a good one. Our slogan last year. What the heck is wrong with Carson Beck? Do you think Carson Beck has a chance to go to the chip?
I mean, they're in the Final Four, of course.
I mean, you saying you going to break down and throw some picks. You kind of like
I mean,
hating
you in
on
the
them.
Final Four. I ain't no counter. I was hating on him, and I'm
Okay.
still hating on him.
Why?
Man, because I don't like the way he skipped out on Georgia.
Okay.
I don't respect the way he called. I don't respect the way he called out his teammates in Miami.
Hey, high five.
I don't
Hey,
respect.
You don't want to touch my hand?
No, I don't.
Okay.
I don't respect the way. I don't respect the
Hey, I
way.
saw that, man. He just. I mean, I know you're Germanophobic,
That
though.
flu going around too now.
Oh, yeah,
I'm
that's true.
not a germaphobe.
Yes, you are. The hell?
You definitely are, Trey.
No, I'm not a germaphobe.
Yeah. Mario. Oh, he going to be on Trey's side.
I mean, I ain't been around enough, but I've seen some signs. But yeah,
Some sign. But the big facts, you read that?
Yeah, man. Shout out to the Big Facts Network, man. Shout out to everybody over there at the Big Facts. You already know, man. Screen, Bank, all the guys over there, man.
Yeah.
Derek. The Big Fact Network said, I think Alabama will always be in the mix. They will not fall off like Clemson. I think so, too. And the only reason Clemson fell off, well, I can't say the only reason, but the biggest reason, Bobo got in his own way and his own mind and his own pride and was so resistant to the transfer portal.
You mean
Dabo.
Dabo.
Dabo was so Who else I said? Bobo. Bobo. Dabo. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know Debo. You know what I'm saying? All y'all. You know what I'm saying? Tebow. You know what I'm saying? Every last one of y'all. You know what I'm saying?
What you got on my?
Hey, what you got on my NIL money, homie? You know what I'm saying? But Dabo was so against the transfer portal that it got in his way. He got in his own pride. He let his pride take over, and it put him behind everyone else. But if he comes out of it, Clemson still has a name where I think they could get themselves back. But I don't think Alabama's gonna hit where Clemson is, because I think all them folks with money, I think all the roll tide, they gonna say we finna spend this bread.
Yeah.
That's why I think they will always have players.
Now you got a point. I mean, you see how we did it, man. We had a problem last year with everybody dropping Beck's passes. We addressed that straight on and got some.
Didn't
receivers,
Alabama
man.
bring in somebody who's supposed to be looked at as one of the top quarterbacks behind Simpson?
Probably.
The boy Mac looked good yesterday, but I think he came from Washington though, so I don't know if he a top quarterback.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the other dude. You're right.
Yeah.
He got
So
the number one quarterback, I think.
yeah. So I can't say Alabama's gonna follow.
So Trey, is Gunnar Stockton the Heisman Trophy candidate next year?
If he has the kind of year he had this year, winning big games, yeah, I think he should have been.
You think
this
he's
year.
gonna be even better than this year?
He should. If you look at his growth from the small, teeny tiny sample size we saw in the end of the SEC championship game, the second half, and then the semifinal game last year to what he became this year, and how he started the year to how he ended it. Yes, but do I think still it's going to have to be a level, it's going to have to be growth, because this offense needs to open up. This offense needs to open up. And we're going to see what some of these young defenders become.
Still, Mike says Cam was at Washington State.
Okay. Yeah, so Sue Rodney Pitt said Trinidad moved around like Bennett, and that works for Georgia and the new direction that we need to trend towards. Man, Stetson Bennett extended a lot of plays, and Trinidad Chambliss, man, he definitely did. Man, how many? What year is this in Trinidad's?
I hope it's his last.
I think it's his senior year. I got to go back.
Good. Get rid of him. Go.
We looked that up last night, man.
Yeah.
This is the same.
I don't want to make this about the Falcons, but just you answer it in 30 seconds. Think the Falcons should take a flyer on him later on in the draft?
No.
Yeah. Just could Doug said no. I mean, Buddy hit some timely passes, and the touchdown he threw, the cornerback was right there. It was in his hands. He's pretty accurate, showing in big game challenges, and he can get away in the pocket from these big husky guys coming after him, man. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But think about it, and to throw that 35-yard pass for them to get in the field goal range, that's a hellified throw.
Hey man, one of my partners, one of Doug partners, one of B-Rich partners, one of the partners to the show. Cyber Sap. What's up, Sap? I hope he's still on here, because I don't know when he left that comment, man. But Sap said Miami is old men playing.
They got a senior written team.
I ain't gonna lie, dog. Like, look,
and Carson Beck is like 6 years
listen,
in.
man, I'm a big fan of Michael Irvin. I'm a huge fan of Michael.
What you about to say?
I am, but I can't stand Warren Sapp. Ever since he did the Beyonce twerk in the Falcons end zone, I have hated Warren Sapp. But I'm gonna say this: even though I really, really love Michael Irvin, I'm a fan here. I want to see Miami lose, first because of Carson Beck, and second because of them. I'm sick and tired of the yelling and the sweating all on TV. I'm tired of seeing it.
Whole game.
I'm tired of seeing the excessive.
You saw Ray Lewis too, right?
Man, well, you know what, man. Look. If Ray gonna do his dance he did with the Ravens, I'll take that. You know what I'm saying? But the excessive sweating that Michael Irvin is doing, I'm tired of looking at it.
Hey man, that was in full effect.
Like Mario said,
convict you on the sidelines.
That man, boy, you went back to that, boy. I ain't heard that, boy, in a long time. That man took Ohio State shirt or whatever, put it on the Gatorade bucket, took his belt off.
Hey, look.
Took his belt off and spanked it and said that Miami put belt to ass on Ohio State.
Hey man, you gotta love it. Hey, look, man. Damon Webb, Bobo stole Vince Dooley playbook. Watch old Georgia film. I mean, Bobo was coached by Vince Dooley, man. What you talking about? If y'all don't remember, he was a backup quarterback. Vince Dooley was his coach.
Man, so Sapp said Chambliss It's too short. I saw it without you even putting up. He said he think Chambliss is
I would like to see how tall he is. Can you look that up?
too short.
6'1". I mean, when Drew Brees like 6'1", 6'2".
Yeah.
I mean,
Cleats on.
Flutie Flakes. He was like 5'11". He did good. Then Flutie, what's his name? Doug Flutie.
Mike Vick.
Yeah, he did good.
Mike Vick.
Mike Vick was 6 foot.
Mike Vick.
Hey man, when I saw Mike Vick standing next to Cam Newton, I was like, damn, Mike Vick is a pipsqueak.
Let me leave that alone though, because like, but even though I have like, I'm talking about like an extreme amount of love as a fan for Michael Vick. Mike Vick is an exception to just about every rule out there. That dude is just a supreme athlete. Like,
being.
they don't make them like that, dog. Like you can't even go on the game and throw all the attributes where you want them and still get a Mike Vick.
I think
you can make your play as good as he want, and the Mike Vick will still be better than that particular guy as far as athleticism goes.
I think that's probably what scarred Doug to like not liking mobile quarterbacks, because I think he got a chance to see Mike Vick up front.
Man, let me see what Ronnie Nelson said. O-line got whooped all game. I agree, dog. They caught us for losses again and again. It wasn't just one thing, but the staff lost that one. I don't think the staff did them any favors too, man. Kirby, I think they made a mistake on that fourth down. And I, like you said, we did have an opportunity to win the game, but that was huge. That was a huge momentum shifter that you had to come back from, man. But I ain't gonna lie, the minute we didn't score a touchdown,
yeah, I remember you said that.
I knew it was over.
Yeah.
I said it's done. Matt Baker said, if you were Kirby, who would you go get in the portal, position wise?
O-line.
Good question.
O-line.
No, but you got O-line coming.
Well, I mean, still O-line, defensive line, defense. That's what Kirby's built up. I get some guys that can get to the ball, man. They can get to that quarterback.
Keep on building the wide receivers up too, though.
Yeah.
Wide receiver.
Yeah, keep on building the wide receivers up. I think we're gonna stay getting tight ends. I mean, we got some.
Oh yeah,
more
we got
guys.
some good tight end. We got a 6'10" guy, 6'7" guy.
And look, and watch those tight ends go on to the NFL and do their thing. Look, let me.
Lucky could come back too, though.
Okay.
Lucky might come back.
So look, let me ask this, and then we're gonna go ahead and wrap this thing on up, put a bow on the UGA season. Of course, we'll still talk as things go on, but let me ask you this, and then we're gonna wrap it up like this. And if y'all want to comment, please comment. Mario will throw your comments up as they come in. You don't have to wait for us to call you out to throw this particular comment up. What do you grade Kirby Smart's 2025 University of Georgia campaign?
A-. I want to give it higher, but he lost. But I mean, like, he had them boys ready, man. Them young guys, we played with house money this year. Those guys weren't supposed to do what they were gonna do. Nobody had us in the mix. They said we was too young. I mean, we believed internally, but I just, after listening to what the Nationals had to say in the beginning, and you know, just when we lost to Alabama, they just like wrote us off. We stayed in the mix, man. We went up to Tennessee and won some hard games, man. We won against Florida. We was behind. Won against the team we played last night. We grew up, man. I mean, he was proud of them team. I know he's proud of his team, but you know, I can't give him A+.
So
What you give him?
I initially, when I thought about this question, I wanted to give him a B+, but I'm gonna go
lower?
I'm gonna go ahead. No, I'm gonna go ahead and bump him to an A.
Okay.
And I'm gonna tell you why I'm gonna bump him to an A. If it was any other coach, this would be an A over season, right?
A what?
This would be an A season.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
For any other coach,
Yeah.
or for 99% of coaches out there. Kirby's standard is so high that we look at a loss in the playoffs as something that should knock him down. But when you look at taking a team that was this young, and we've heard from multiple ex-Georgia players that they didn't have the talent that they've had, the extreme talent that they've had.
Like the Jalen Carters of the world.
Losing to Alabama, coming back later, exercising those demons, beating Alabama the way he did, winning those games that they did, winning tight games the way they did, I still got to give them an A. They did an excellent coaching job overall. They didn't get it done and get to the Final Four or the championship, so you want to knock them down. Part of you want to knock them down because of that. But at the end of the day, it really was a phenomenal job as a coach. shout out to Kirby and the coaching staff for that. The one thing I want to see next year that I hope will be different from this year is starting fast. Let's start fast. And when I say start fast, not just the season, but the games. UGA was sleepwalking, and they hit a lot of lulls in the beginning of games. Let's start a lot faster than we had this particular season. Other than that, I'm going to give Kirby an A, man. I'm going to go ahead and give him an A because if it was any other coach, we'll be giving him an A. If it was any other coach, we'll be giving him an A.
Yeah, no, I hear you on that.
You know what I'm saying? Unless you are an Alabama fan, who DeBoer still got you to the 8. But I'm sure they're giving him a C because he's coming after the guy. You never want to be the guy that's after the guy. You want to be the guy that's after the guy who was after the guy.
Mm-hmm.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
So I'll leave it at that for Kirby, man.
That was a good one. I like that. I mean, I think he definitely deserves to be in the A territory. But as far as, he's not a BM. I mean, I think he's one of the greatest coaches in the game right now. I think we got the number one coach in the game right now.
We had 2 losses in which we split both teams. We won.
That's a great,
we won and lost to both teams.
of those teams. Yeah, that's a great point.
And it just so happened that we got the luck of the draw that we had to face Ole Miss. We're not going to complain about who they had to play because Kirby not doing it and the players not doing it. But it just so happened they had to play them again, and we talked about that. It's hard to beat somebody twice.
And I think being off a month,
Definitely.
that's rough. That's crazy, bro.
Yeah. It hasn't worked out. It's only worked out for one team in 2 years, and that's Indiana.
Hey, was somebody supposed to come here to say? Somebody said my brother was downstairs. I'm like, I don't got no brother. Somebody supposed to come? Did y'all know?
Black Mike.
Oh, okay. All right, I'll call back. I'm like, I don't got no brother.
You told them not to let him up?
Yeah.
Yeah, please call and tell him to come up.
All right.
Black Mike. You know Black Mike was coming. Me, you, and him was in the text last night.
You should have said Black Mike said my brother.
I don't know. That's probably what Black said, man. Black probably in a good mood. Black probably in a good mood. But look, man, that puts a bow. That puts a bow on the University of Georgia's 2025 season. And hey, man, at the end of the day, they didn't get it done the way we wanted them to get it done, and that's a championship. But let's see what we're going to come back with next year, man. Hey, we got a lot of good entertainment out of it, and hey, I know this ain't saying much, but they gave us a lot more love than the Falcons. But for the state of Georgia, come Sunday, football for this season will be completely over. And
that's sad.
Georgia Tech had a good season going
until the last month.
Dropped in the last month. I need to look more into Georgia State and Georgia Southern. Shout out to Kennesaw State. Shout out to Kennesaw State.
What they do?
Man, making it to a bowl game, making it to the playoffs, like doing their thing, man, winning the conference. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Kennesaw State. I think that's the first time.
Shout out to Kennesaw State, man.
Look, young football coach too.
Okay.
Shout out to them. And, shout out to everybody else, man. We look forward to seeing what Georgia does. And trust me, ladies and gentlemen, we are trying our best to get the one and only Rusty Manziel back on the show. Hopefully we can convince Rusty to come sit down.
I heard you got some. We'll keep it in. We'll keep it in the bag.
What?
You told me somebody's gonna come in January.
Well, he said he's gonna look into coming in January.
Yeah, that'd be dope.
So we'll wait. Yeah. But anyway, like we always say, man, the Water Boy Show, we represent Atlanta because Atlanta represents us.
Happy New Year.
On behalf of myself, Trey, my partner, B Rich, Super Mario, and Doug. Man, the Water Boy Show, we are out.
Kill the camera.